Introduction. Welcome to my channel. Today, we're diving into one of the fundamental concepts of economics: supply and demand. Whether you're a student, a curious learner, or just someone interested in understanding how markets work, this lecture is for you. So let's get started. Section 1. Understanding supply and demand. At the heart of every economic market lies the principle of supply and demand. These two forces dictate the price and quantity of goods and services. Supply refers to the quantity of a product or service that producers are willing and able to offer for sale at various prices. Think of supply as how much of a product the market can provide. Demand represents the quantity of a product or service that consumers are willing and able to purchase at different prices. Essentially, it's how much of a product consumers want. Section 2. The Law of Demand. The law of demand states that, all else being equal, as the price of a product decreases, the quantity demanded increases, and vice versa. This is because consumers tend to buy more of a good when it is cheaper and less when it is more expensive. Example, consider ice cream. When the price drops, people tend to buy more of it because it's more affordable. When the price rises, people may cut back on their ice cream purchases or look for alternatives. Section 3. The Law of Supply. The law of supply states that, all else being equal, as the price of a product increases, the quantity supplied also increases, and vice versa. Producers are willing to supply more of a product at higher prices because it is more profitable. Example, if the price of apples rises, apple farmers will be motivated to produce and sell more apples to maximize their profits. Section 4. Market equilibrium. Market equilibrium is the point where the quantity of a product supplied equals the quantity demanded. At this point, there is no shortage or surplus, and the market is said to be in balance. Graphically, this is represented by the intersection of the supply and demand curves on a graph. The price at this intersection is called the equilibrium price, and the quantity is the equilibrium quantity. Section 5. Shifts in supply and demand. Sometimes the supply and demand curves can shift due to various factors. Demand shifters. Factors like changes in consumer preferences, income levels, the price of related goods, and expectations can shift the demand curve. For example, if a new study reveals that eating avocados has significant health benefits, the demand for avocados might increase, shifting the demand curve to the right. Supply shifters. Factors such as changes in production costs, technological advancements, the number of sellers, and government policies can shift the supply curve. For instance, if a new technology makes it cheaper to produce electric cars, the supply curve for electric cars might shift to the right. Section 6. Real-world applications. Understanding supply and demand can help us analyze real-world scenarios. For instance, housing market. High demand and limited supply can drive up home prices. Labor market. An increase in demand for skilled workers in a growing industry can lead to higher wages. Global trade. Tariffs and trade policies can affect the supply and demand of imported and exported goods. And there you have it, the basics of supply and demand. This concept is a cornerstone of economic theory and helps explain how prices and quantities of goods and services are determined in a market. I hope you found this lecture informative and engaging. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with more economics content.